Brothers, sisters, kings and queens, it's your boy Mtiduzi back with another video. No cap, this one is mainly for the brothers. Yeah, but sisters, you can watch it too. But yeah, like if you like this content, subscribe if you feel led, and comment down below. First time viewers, returning subscribers, shout out. So yeah, as you see by the title, you won't be a real man to everyone. This is just a real message for the brothers, which I've had to accept for myself. So let me get right into it. You won't be a real man to everyone because everyone has a certain standard of what they think is a man. And where this video comes from, I was walking to work. So I walked to work, right? And it was a hot day. Whew. Thank God I took my umbrella. Had the umbrella up, walking to work. I was watching. Oh, okay. I won't say I was watching, right? But I was watching a YouTube video. But I won't say watching it as I walk, but listening to it, right? Then came a brother riding a bicycle. And he was in my lane, so he kind of overtake me. And I didn't hear all he had to say, but he was like, "Indoda ayihambi ne-umbrella." That's what I heard from him. Not sure his exact words, but that basically means, if you're not Zulu, a man doesn't walk with an umbrella, right? And it just got me thinking. I was like, everyone won't accept you as a real man. There's different standards. And this is what I've had to go through throughout my life, right? Just different comments from people where I finally understood that, you won't be a real man in everyone's eyes. You can only please the Father, right? You won't be righteous in everyone's eyes. You only can try please the Father through your faith. Yeah, and I won't lie, when I heard that, I kind of wanted to flip it on him. I wanted to be like, well, a real man, because he overtaked and he went, but I could have still be like, well, a real man at your age doesn't ride a bicycle, he probably has a car. But these are cardinal things, and this is how I was feeling from being on a self-defensive mode. But I've had to learn to accept that not everyone will see you as a real man, no matter what. I was having... Oh yeah, okay, wait, let me just finish this. So, yeah, it's like, maybe in his eyes, like, a real man doesn't walk with an umbrella. That's probably his thing, But also with me, like, I could have flipped on, like, a real man, he should, because he was maybe 30 plus, he should have a car, You're not a real man. And you see, we're basing it on things of this world. I was talking to my neighbor, and she's a woman, right? Yeah, so she's a woman, and she was basically, we're talking about, coming from Emakaya, which is the rural. I won't say it's the rural, but I don't have the right English word from it, but yeah. So, but basically there's certain standards according to each culture that qualify you as a man. So, if you didn't go to the mountain as a Xhosa boy, people, it will be hard for them to regard you as a man, although you might be. And this is the example she put forth. She's like, although you have money, whatever, all the gain of this world, you're providing for your family, But if you didn't go to the mountains, kind of like in their eyes, he's not a real man. And this is what I've seen, is like, you can't be a real man to everyone. To girls, it might hit you that, he doesn't have a car, not a real man. You don't have a house, not a real man. You don't have money, not a real man. As brothers might hit you with or you haven't slept with anyone, you're not a real man. or you don't drink beer, you're not a real man. And this is just what I've seen. Like, I also remember my father, right? When he had just been released from hospital and we were driving back home and he was kind of sedated. I don't know what they had put him on, but wasn't in his right mind, if I could say. And I was driving home. Then, we're driving in a road which has 2 lanes for cars traveling in the same direction, right? So there's not like I'm saying, it was both going the same lane. So I switched to a lane, and he was like, nah, switch to this lane. Real men don't drive in this lane. You see, my bad. And this is what I understand. Like, he also had this mentality of, which you all do, like, what makes a real man. So there's certain standards for everyone. Like, you could be, without, like, don't get me wrong, I also have my own standards, which I won't put out there, you feel me? Because that is not how you truly judge a person, honestly. And this is what I've seen. It's like, I've heard in many songs, especially the song by 38 Space, she's a rapper, right? But he was like, if you're not taking care of your fam, you ain't a real man. And although there's some truth to this, but I also look at it like, if you on that grind, it doesn't mean you're not a real man. Like, if you purposefully, you're getting up every day, you don't have a job, right? You're getting up, you're putting in CVs before the day ends, you're trying to sell something, even though you don't even come up with more than 100 rand, right? It doesn't mean you're not a real man. As time progresses, your seeds will catch up. What you've sown, you will reap. Then when you start having riches, then they want to consider, now he's a man now. But you are on the journey to, becoming a man. There's also, I have my dictionary here with me. Check it out, you feel me? But I was reading in the Bible, and this section where I'm reading, so basically it was when David, he killed Goliath, and Saul, who was the king then, he didn't know it was David who killed Goliath. So in one of his, or what he said, it was like, when he was talking to one of his commanders, if I'm not wrong, he's like, who is this stripling who killed Goliath? I'm paraphrasing, but then I went and I searched up the meaning for stripling. So let me read it to you guys. And this I found interesting, That's why I was like, hey, to keep a Bible is a good thing. But here's it. Stripling. A young man who is older than a boy, but who does not seem to be a real man yet. This is a definition. A young man who is older than a boy, but who does not seem to be a real man yet. I don't know if you'll see it. Wait, let me just... Stripling. Brothers and sisters, there's there's different standards for everyone on what a real man is. It's sad. I've heard a certain woman say, like, cause this certain brother was struggling. Then she was like, hey, but why doesn't he be a man like the rest of them and go out and feed his family? And it was just a sad, hearing that was sad, because you don't know the brother's life. You don't know how hard he's trying. I know, like, there's people who look down on me. He's not a real man yet. Me, honestly, like, since I've come to this realization, it doesn't get to me. Because I know, like, I won't be a real man in everyone's eyes. I can have all the world's possessions. I can have a house. I can have family, wife, whatever. But there'll still be some standard. As I'm saying, it's like you get brothers who be like, you don't have or you don't drink. You're not a real man. Especially like traditional beer. Omboti. Oh, you don't drink omboti. Nah, not a real man. You feel me? There's girls that hold you to a certain standard, which is not entirely true, but this is how they view real men. Like, even carnal things, like even hairstyle, like cheese scope, you know. That's where they feel like there's certain girls that feel like a real man has a cheese scope. If you don't have a cheese scope, you're playing games. Like, you see, so there's just a note to the brothers, like, go to God in prayer. I feel like God will show you the standards He needs you to uphold, right? To be a man of God. But just know that you won't be considered a real man by everyone. And this is just a side note, but this is what Cole was saying, but with a different perspective, different topic. He was saying, in your 20s as a rapper, you want 100% of people to be like, you the best ever. But you'll never get that. Like, he doesn't get it. Drake, Kendrick, or all the rappers who have been, you know, in a prominent, in an esteemed position, not everyone considered them the best rapper. And this is just opinion, right? And this is what I've realized too. It's like, me and my brothers and the sisters I know, we just all love different music. So it would be like, you might love, let me just say Beyonce. You might love Beyonce, but then for me, it's like, nah, I don't like her music. And, you know, this is the thing. We all have our own opinion. So, yeah, don't feel bad about it. As long as you know, or you feel like you're a real man, you know you are. Like, keep that. Yes, your boy Mduduzi. Hope you understood this message, you know. I'm out. Peace.